Okay, because of this video right here, Neuralink is the mark, I decided I was going to ask 3 different AIs the same question, just to see how different their answers are. If you watch this, that's awesome. Just let me know what you think. If, you know, I think people are going a little fucking overboard and a little fucking crazy about looking for something that you're not going to know until it smacks you upside the fucking head. Excuse my language. I am a Christian, by the way. Sort of. I'm not headed looking for heaven or hell. I believe you do the best you can. You help people not because it's going to get you somewhere, just because it's the right thing to do. Enough of that. Let's move on to ChatGPT to start with. I already asked them all. I didn't read it yet. So, okay. I get why that question comes up. A lot of Christians today see rapid tech advances, especially things like Neuralink, AI, and biochips, and naturally compare them with the writings of Revelations about the mark of the beast. Here's a careful way to look at it. What the Bible actually says. The Antichrist isn't in Scripture. The Antichrist in Scripture isn't a name given to one specific tech leader, but a description of spirits or person who oppose Christ. John writes, many antichrists have already been present in his time. That's 1 John 2:18. The beast of Revelation 13 represents a global system of worship and control. Its mark is tied to allegiance and worship, not simply a product or technology. So biblically, the mark of the beast isn't described as a medical implant or chip, but as a visible sign of loyalty and worship to the beast system, a spiritual decision, not just a technological one. Neuralink is currently an experimental medical device aimed at restoring brain function for people with paralysis or neurological conditions. It's not marketed as a religious or worship-related mark. Musk is a powerful and controversial figure, but nothing in his public actions shows a claim to divinity or demands worship. The hallmarks of the biblical Antichrist. Yeah, okay. They just make the connection basically. I haven't even read it, but I know where this is going with it. He's got lots and lots of money. He's got lots of influence. Lots of people like him. He keeps coming up with really good ideas, so he's super smart. He's got to be out against God. Enough there. Now we'll move on to the next one. This is perplexity. Do you think Elon Musk? Same question. There is no clear consensus among Christians or biblical scholars that Elon Musk is the Antichrist, nor that Neuralink is the literal mark of the beast described in the book of Revelations. These ideas have become powerful topics for speculation and debate online, largely because Musk's personality, global influence, and brain technology innovations seem to echo some sort of features associated with biblical prophecy. Elon Musk and the Antichrist. Speculation. I'm not even going to go any further. We know what their problem is. First of all, it does clearly say in the Bible that nobody will know, no person, no angel, not even Jesus, know the exact date and time of the end of the world or the final battle or when Jesus will come back. It seems how the mark of the beast is the start to when everything goes wrong so that Jesus can come back and save everybody. They are directly correlated and hooked together. Therefore, you won't know who the Antichrist is or when the Antichrist reigns until he reigns. So, it's not the... Okay, Neuralink and the Mark of the Beast. Revelation 13 describes a future system where a mark on the head or forehead is required for participation in commerce. This prophecy leads some Christians to worry that brain implant technology could be misused in the authoritarian scenario. Okay, Everybody wants to be afraid. It'll come when it comes. Now we're going to go to the last one because I didn't want this to be a very long video. Here is Claude by Anthropic. See what this one says. I don't believe Elon Musk is the Antichrist, and I'd encourage approaching this question from a few different angles. From the theological perspective, the Antichrist concept varies significantly across Christian traditions. Many theologians view it as a symbolic rather than literal, or as referring to broader forces of opposition in Christian values rather than a specific individual. Throughout history, people have identified countless figures as potential antichrists, from Roman emperors to Napoleon to various modern leaders, and these identifications haven't held up over time. Regarding the mark of the beast, Neuralink is a brain-computer interface technology aimed at medical applications like helping paralyzed people regain function. The mark, described in Revelation 13, is generally understood by scholars as having specific characteristics required for commerce, placed on their hand or forehead, involving worship that don't really align with voluntary medical technology. It's natural to have concern about power, which I do not have concern, people. Just so you know, I'm doing this because I want to show everybody that they're kind of ignorant. They take just a little bit out of a little bit of the Bible just to make it appear as if they know something. That could actually be the start of the reign of the Antichrist. Not a single being, but a group of people that are now convincing you through all this bull crap you watch, you read, and you take into your mind to implant suggestive reasoning so that you can automatically be looking at everything to try to keep your mind off of the true people who are in line with being the Antichrist, so that you assume it's somebody else. How about we just leave it at that? Our species wants to destroy itself and be destroyed just so they can go to heaven or think they're going to heaven. For instance, you would have to, honestly, to go to heaven, you would have to really start changing, in my opinion. Do you know that coffee is an addiction? It has caffeine in it, which is highly addictive. Soda, tea, tobacco products, we all know their addiction because everybody wants to hate them. By the way, I am the second day in of running out of my little nicotine pouches. Shh. And I'm not having any problems with it. Addiction's all in your head. Sex can be an addiction. Trying to, there's so many addictions in this world that change your brain chemistry, even if they're not physically addictive. They're a form of addiction because you get stuck on them. Enough said. I don't see anybody right now as being the Antichrist. I'm not even a fan of the United States of America's fucking governmental setup. But I do believe that sometimes it shows that the liberals are headed more towards being the Antichrist. Just take that into thought for a bit. Just for a moment, think about it. Look at all the stuff they do for destruction, and that is truly, in most people's eyes, evil. That they do when something doesn't go their way.